Hello YouTube and welcome diecast enthusiasts. This is diecast for you to see, and for you to see today is a feature which I'm returning to. I've done one of these once before, so this is the second one, and it's called Gold Old Blue New. I just show a gold car initially, and then a few old pieces, and then obviously a blue car and a new or recent release. And this first gold car is from Johnny Lightning. It's a 1968 Chevy Impala, and this was from the Holiday Classic series, which was produced in 2016. I do like this Impala, looks really smart. I love the chrome wheels on it, and it has actually got Merry Christmas on the tyres printed in white. Obviously I'm very late with that one considering Christmas has just passed, but surprisingly I haven't got an awful lot of gold cars in my collection. Probably maybe 8 or 9, so I probably need to find some more in the future if I'm going to carry on this feature. But that's my gold car for this segment. Now I'm going to move along to old now, and the first one is a Matchbox Superfast, and it's the cement truck. It's number 19. Here's the box. Haven't got an awful lot of boxed versions of these Superfast, but this is one I have got, and it's in very good condition. I think it's quite a generic truck really. I don't think it's based on anything in particular. It looks a little bit like maybe a Scania of some sort, but I really don't know. The back does tilt, so as if it was out delivering, of course, its cement. It would be offloaded onto maybe a building site. But it's quite a smart little truck, this. Would have been produced, I think, either in the late 60s or early 70s. So that is my first old. And coming along next is a generic race car really, single seater. And this is from a company called Timpo Toys. For those of you that do not know, Timpo Toys was formed in 1938, and it was formed from a company called Toy Importers, and they took the T from toy and the impo from the word importers and just named the brand Timpo. Unfortunately it did close in 1980, but it had many years of success. It was a British company, and it was actually formed by a German guy. I believe he was born in 1907. His name was Ali G. But he came into the UK and he formed this company, and they produced a number of jigsaws, a lot of figures. They're quite well known for figures, and they've done, of course, some of these cars and other toy vehicles. This, I'm not sure, I don't think it's an original paint finish, but you can see the Timpo Toys there and part of the Made in England stamp. I believe this was produced in 1950s or thereabouts. I don't think it was pre-war. I cannot find out for sure, but quite a nice little race car for that era. And I do like to have a few vintage pieces. It's just very nostalgic. And my final old piece for this segment, which some of you will recognise when it goes onto the turntable, it's a Oldsmobile Super 88, and it's of course the Man from U.N.C.L.E. car. I don't know if many of you watched this programme when it was on. Now when Corgi produced this in the 60s, it proved very popular. It was in a box, and something the car did come within the box was a Waverley ring. Now I've never had one of those, and it's part of the set that's inevitably gets lost. So if you've got an original car like this in the box with the Waverley ring as well, then it is quite valuable, probably around about the £200 mark. So a nice set to have. This, I haven't got a box with it, it's just loose. It's in very good condition. It's possibly a restoration because it almost looks too good, and I'm not convinced by the transfer on the hood there that that is original, but I just can't be sure, but I would say it just looks a bit too good. It's a 1/49th scale, so pretty close to 1/43rd, and from the time when this was produced until it was withdrawn in the late 60s, this sold a whopping 1.5 million pieces nearly. So it went down very, very well. And the two guys in the TV programme that you may remember, they were called Napoleon Solo and Ilya Kuryakin, and they're in the car here. And what I'll do, I'll just take it from the turntable a moment, and when you press this down, that's Ilya there, and that's Napoleon. They come out the window to fire their gun. That's the transfer I was saying. It just doesn't look original. You've got bullet holes in the screen to portray, of course, that it was getting shot at. Give you a little look at the finish of the blue. There's the base. Of course it is Corgi Toys, and you've got the U.N.C.L.E. logo there. So it's a nice piece. I don't mind that it may not be original. It's just nice to have in the collection. I don't display this, it's just packed in a box. But it's nice to get out on odd occasions for a little feature like this. And finally, this is quite a recent release. It's from Greenlight, and this of course is an NYPD car. It's a 1978 Dodge Monaco, and Greenlight have done a number of these NYPDs. They prove very popular, and I have got probably 7 or 8 in my Hot Pursuit collection. This wasn't from the Hot Pursuit. I'll show you in a moment the packaging, but nevertheless it does fit in to those very well. Do like the Monaco. I like the 60s and 70s police cars most of all, as opposed to the modern cars from this era. But this is really smart. Close the hood. So Greenlight have made, in my opinion, a nice job of this one. And while that's going round, I'll just show you the packaging. And in actual fact, I'll show you there, it's easier in front of the car, so it's the exclusive hobby edition. Not an awful lot going on the card really. See the number. I'll just give you a final little close in of that one. So this has been the end of this feature really. I'll do another, probably one of these in a few weeks' time. If they're of interest, do let me know if you do like this feature, or if it's a little bit boring for you. I'm happy to hear that as well. So just let me know your thoughts. I'll leave off by saying, of course, my normal words. Take care, stay safe, and bye for now.